Hey guys, before this video gets started, I just want a quick disclaimer to let you know I'm going to be talking about drawing the figure in its all-natural nude state. But I want you guys to know that this is still a G-rated video, but towards the end of this video I will be discussing how I made the decision of when to start drawing from life and a real-life model in all their glory. So I will be discussing that and then giving you some tips for some alternative ways to practice drawing, figure drawing, if you're not to that point yet. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Art a la Carte, and this is part 4 of our Drawing People 101 series. In the past videos we have learned how to draw the stick figure, how to add in arms and legs, so at this point you should have figures that look something like this. In this video we're going to be focusing on the main body core, which is the torso and the hips. Don't worry, in coming up videos we'll be talking about the head and the hands and the feet and hair and features and clothes and all that good stuff. As you can see, I have drawn out the male and the female figure and have just the kind of skeleton stick figure body, and I've added in the kind of features for the arms and legs that we've done in the last 2 episodes. Now let's look a little bit closer at the construction of their actual core body frame. So looking at the male figure first, we're going to start up at the top where the shoulders are, and you want to give a little bit of muscle to the back of the shoulders, and you give him a nice thicker neck. Coming down along the front, you're going to want to look at some of the muscles. This really depends on how muscular you want your person to be and all that, but you're going to notice that they don't have a skinny waist. So giving your figure a little bit of a skinny waist is going to add in for that feminine feature. By giving him more of a bulky waist, you're going to give him that masculine look to him. And again, not really shapely with the hips. Now when you're drawing the female figure, it's a little bit different. You're going to go with the curvy shapes depending on how curvy you want your woman to be. Go ahead and curve in underneath the chest for the nice kind of waist, and then out for the hips. The neck also is going to be a lot thinner. The time has come for us to have a bit of a serious conversation. When drawing the human form, inevitably you're going to come across, do I draw from references that are clothed or unclothed? Because this channel is a completely family-friendly channel, I'm not going to be posting any natural references, and I'm not going to be drawing any characters in their birthday suits. Do I draw people in the nude? Yes, I do. Let me go ahead and tell you why. Because that way you can see the full form. You can see all the muscles, all the bends, all the curves, everything. And to be able to draw people wearing clothes, you have to know how things are drawn underneath. Did I draw people in the nude when I was younger? No. And it was something that I had to kind of decide on when I was ready for, and really talk to my parents about and made that decision. I do think it is really important that you study the natural figure if you want to become a really good artist. But I do believe that you have to be ready for that. When I went to my very first figure drawing class with a nude model, I really got very little out of that class because I was experiencing a nude model. I think at that time I wasn't ready. Some people are really ready for that kind of drawing very young in life. Some people, it's way until their adult life. That's a personal decision, and either way it's not bad. But as I want to keep this site family friendly and I don't want to put anything out there that any of my viewers are not ready, drawing the figure can be a little bit tricky. So I'm just going to teach you how I learned to draw them before I could actually go and get reference books. As I always say, it's great to draw from photo references, but how does someone do that when every time you go searching for human anatomy photos, you find pictures of the nude human anatomy? Let me tell you what I did in my journey. I would go and find magazines and catalogs from different department stores, JCPenney, Sears, whatever, and I would cut the figures out and I would begin to draw them. They were fully clothed, but I got lots of different positions and I would just draw. Taking these figures and using tracing paper over top of them, I would sketch over top of the figure so I could figure out the structure of how the human body went without being distracted by all the clothes and all that. Then I could take another piece of paper next to it and redraw that character and begin to break it down. It is a little bit more challenging because you have the distractions of all the clothes, but it was something I could do until I was ready to move on to actual figure drawing. A great way to find some good figures that are clothed, but you're still able to see what's going on, but you're able to see the muscles and the legs and the arms and all that stuff. Search dancers, like ballet dancers, people in swimsuits, martial artists. You're going to find a great selection of all sorts of different photo references. Well, hopefully this helped you kind of have some ideas of how to begin practicing out drawing the human form, especially for those of you guys who are not ready for the full form in all of its glory. This is a great substitute. I do ask you guys to be respectful. I know there's a lot of artists that are just hardcore. You have to draw the human form, and yes, you do, but please be respectful for those who aren't quite ready to do that yet. For those of you guys who are hearing lots of artists saying, oh, you should draw the human form and it's all beauty and natural, it's art. It is art. You have to be ready. I was 17 before I was ready. So, you know, as an artist, just remember to draw what you're comfortable with. If you're not comfortable and ready for that, don't draw it. If your parents say you're not ready for that, respect your parents and just continue drawing and practicing the best you can. I know this video kind of went in a weird direction, but thank you guys for hanging out with me. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any other of my weird videos. And until next time, God bless you guys, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye!